That's good.
It really is Claire without me.
Yeah. Because the stream just started, I guess I'll say a little bit. We haven't officially started. We aren't supposed to start for about a half hour still, but a very good friend of ours, very dear person to us, has passed away, and tonight we are gathering together to celebrate the impact that he had on our lives, celebrate everything he was to us. We're going to have so many more days to miss him, so many days to feel the loss. But tonight, let's talk about all of the good things. Yeah, that'll do. He would have loved this and hated this at the same time, you know? He would have loved having so many people doting on him.
Oh, but he would have hated the spotlight.
Oh yeah, he would have. He would have pushed it onto somebody else as quick as he could.
Told us we're wasting our time.
Mm-hmm. Shut it. Sim is supposed to. Well, she's gonna try to get off work. I need to actually send her the information right now in case she was unable to. I know she really wants to be here.
Hey, Sam.
Sam! Oh my gosh!
I told you I was going to try and make it.
I was literally writing you. I just said that Sim was going to try to be here, and I know it. Oh, wow. I'm so glad you made it.
Yeah, my job wasn't too happy. I left.
Wow.
But I told him, I said, you guys work me 7 days a week. I'm going home early today. So.
It was a good reason. You know?
Yeah.
You had a good reason today.
So. I said it could be worse. I could ask for a week off and go to Florida.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, no. I said, all right, then I'm going home early today. I've got something important I need to do. And they let me go.
I spoke with his brother earlier, and he said that they're going to have a memorial instead of a funeral.
Okay.
God, I wish we could be there though.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
We were his friends. We were a family.
I say we were
Yes.
more than friends. We were all family. This
Yeah.
entire free company's just a extended
Yeah.
family.
And it wouldn't. Hi Ty.
Hello.
I'm so
Hey,
glad
Ty.
you made it.
Hey, Ty.
Hello, everybody.
I'm so glad that you guys have not only made an effort to be here, but oh my gosh, you guys are early. That is so touching.
Of course we're early. We're always there for each other.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna need my tissues again.
Yep, I got a box sitting next to me too.
Unfortunately, my box is out from yesterday,
Oh, I'm so sorry. Grab a roll of toilet paper, man.
right?
Or roll of paper towels, whichever you got handy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on my main character, I'm not gonna be able to do much moving because she's on the computer, and I'm not very good with the computer moving.
I don't think we're gonna do anything. I think we're just gonna sit in the yard, and when anybody stops by, we'll be here and we'll listen to them. And aside from that,
Oh,
just be here for each other.
Reminisce about the good days.
Yeah.
That is true. And he's given so many good days.
Absolutely.
Oh, we have a stranger. I was telling Matt earlier, Zolk was such a social butterfly.
Yes.
He really was.
Well, it's like when me and Luna first joined. He was so welcoming and just like I bonded with Zolk really well.
Yes, you did.
There was. He would all the time say, "Hey, this person's name is Orange, but I don't know who they are." and then he'd say, "But they're on my friends list, but I don't know who they are." I said, "Somewhere down the line, you've helped them, so you've got to know who they are."
Yeah.
He said, "But I helped so many people randomly," and I was like, "Yeah." And I said, "That's just who you are. You're just you help everybody, and you don't ask for nothing in return." And he was my link to keeping up on what all you guys were doing throughout the week because I only had the one night to play.
I hope he embellished a little bit because we weren't terribly interesting. at least my part of it.
He says that you guys, you've done a lot on the new zone, the
Eureka thing.
the Eureka. He says I got 30 and I maxed, and we did this and we did that, and I'm like, that's nice. It's like I want to do that.
It was so nice. We raid a lot and don't get to spend a lot of time with him, at least for me.
Yeah.
And it was so nice having something that we could do together. Whenever we did Rothalagos, I don't know how to pronounce that. And we cleared Extreme. Like, it was finally 4-man content that we were able to do together. And it was great. It was just, I was so proud of him and so happy that I got to share that with him, because I knew it meant a lot to him.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to see typing from her because my keyboard is underneath my computer. I'm not exactly prepared to have multiple characters on at the same time. Yeah. I just bought my new laptop so I could watch movies with him in the mornings when I got off work. So at least we'd have at least an hour together. And
Yeah.
I was gonna tell him tonight at practice, after practice, hey, I got a new laptop, let's break it in. Because my old one took a shit.
Mm. He loved TV, and he loved his show.
Music.
Oh, he loved music, yeah.
He loved music, comedy.
And he listened to everything under the sun. He wasn't picky about what type of music it was, as long as it was good music, you know?
Mm-hmm. It had a story behind it, is what he liked.
Yeah, as me and Luna were talking earlier today, every one of us know that if he was here right now watching us do this, he would sit here and make fun of us for
Exactly, he would.
it.
Yeah.
He would be cracking so many jokes at us.
Yeah.
Because that was him. That was his personality.
Hi, Swag.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Swag.
Welcome.
It's like,
Since a few new people have joined, I will really quickly recap what we're doing here. Claire is streaming, and he has his game open where the game chat is open, and his Twitch stream chat shows on screen, and Discord voice chat is audible. That way, everything we say is being recorded. I've invited his family to view. If they're unable to view, this will be uploaded to YouTube, so they can access it. Because he spent a lot of time here, and I think it's really important for them to know that we
That he
appreciated
had
him.
people who cared about him.
Yeah, and that he was such a special person. He's left a big hole in a lot of people's hearts.
That he has. That he has.
Absolutely.
So, if you can't say anything in game or in Discord, and you want to say it on Twitch chat, just go to Claire's stream and type it into the chat, and it will be on screen as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out right now on my phone how to get Twitch open with Discord at the same time. And I have a computer.
if you have the app, I don't know if you have the both at the once, so Swag.
Yeah, that's what I'm having trouble with.
I currently have it paused in the background, but if you have the app, you can probably go there and find a way.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Where do you input?
So, with some Android phones, if you would have to have the app, but you can touch the with one app open, you can touch either the top or the bottom of the entire screen and pull it up to half screen, and then split your screen that way.
Clear.
This is something I learned entirely by accident, by the way. It was quite funny to watching me trying to figure out how to get my phone back to normal.
Oh no, what have I done?
Oh boy. Smokey just logged in.
Oh,
Wow.
he had joined Discord and talked with us for a little bit the other day, and he said he was going to try.
Yeah, he probably resubbed just for this.
Yeah.
Mm.
That is so touching.
I'm glad to see a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, he, like I said, he touched a lot of lives. See, for anybody who is not on Discord, we currently have 17 people?
Oh.
Yeah, 17 of us in Discord right now talking. And there's more in game that aren't in voice chat.
I don't think I'll be able to like have the video playing and be in Discord at the same time, but I'll stay in Discord and I'll keep an eye on that chat though.
Okay. And like I said, he has it where game chat also shows. So, like, I think he posted a picture of his screen here in Discord.
Yeah, I have an iPhone. I don't know if I just if I could just like mute the Twitch one, but I can't figure out how to do that. So I can just allow them both to play.
I don't think I even have Twitch on my phone. I'm very behind on everything.
Turn down the volume on it?
God, there's so many people here. They're not even all loaded at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah, Smokey is coming here. I saw him switch to lavender beds.
Oh, wonderful. I want to wait, and I know there's so many people here already, but I do want to wait until the time I said to start because I know some people are still trying to get here.
I agree.
Did Quickie log?
I think he disconnected.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
the red circle earlier.
How long till you plan to start?
About 15 minutes.
The irony.
Why?
The jumbo crackpot goes off in 15 minutes.
Oh, there is no irony.
It's intentional.
It's
I think
planned.
they
We
changed the times.
once upon a time, and every
Oh.
time the phases sync up, right? We would start practice at the Gold Saucer.
Yes, I used to call it out.
Yep.
Hey, tip, don't turn in your jumbo jackpot ticket yet
Yeah.
because they're changing it. Just
You'll get more rewards for handing, for losing.
yeah, might as well get the bigger.
What if you win though?
If you win, you get bigger as well, unless you're number one.
It looks like his brother said that they still have people over right now. So I don't know that they'll be able to watch live right now. But like I said, it's going to be uploaded to YouTube, so it'll be there for them.
I'll be back in the Discord in just definitely by the time we're starting. I'm just gonna try restarting my phone and a few things because I'm having some trouble with it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and I can't. I don't know how to bring up my emotes on the computer.
So you just mouse over the little circle menu things on the side, go to social, and then click that and click emotes.
Ha! It tells you how long it's been since I played on the computer. Actually, it's been since 11 I've played on the computer.
That has been a while indeed.
Yes, it has.
I wish Quickie was here.
He's still got a few minutes.
Oh, he
If it
does.
If
I
it
meant.
wasn't for Quickie, I would have never met him. I would
Yeah.
have never met Zolk. I would have never met this family.
You know, that's actually true for me, too.
Yeah, Quickie brought a lot of us together.
Well, Quickie, and then, believe it or not, Zolk.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. He was our recruiter. He welcomed everybody as soon as anybody joined, even if he didn't recruit them. He was there. What can we help you with? Let me tell you about the FC. Let me show you around. Have you seen the house? He was so welcoming. For those of you that don't know, every week we have this event on Saturday night where we just get together as an FC, and we wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for him. We started it up and he joined, and it would have died out, but it mattered to him. It was important to him that we get together every week, and it meant so much to him. And he was at almost every single one of them since 2015.
Yeah,
That's a lot of Saturdays.
I think the only ones he missed is when he went to his brother's house.
Yeah, which is just really a couple.
I was gonna say, True probably wouldn't know he hadn't around because he hunted me down after day 12. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the first thing he ever even talked to me about was this, like right after he invited me to join. And it actually disappointed Quickie that he didn't get to be the one to tell me about it.
Oh, he was so proud of Cractus. And it was him. You know, Stars talked with me a few times about FC stuff, and I can't take credit for this. I don't know. There's nothing I did that made this FC succeed. There was nothing that I did that made Cractus successful. It was the fact that Zolk, mostly, and other people wanted to be here. And it was him. And I know not everybody here is in the FC, but those of you that are, we owe so much to him for bringing us together and keeping us together.
If you're curious, someone just put this memorial service in my hunt link shell. So there might be more people, I don't know.
I'm glad.
Is the person who put it in here?
Who was it?
Somebody called Usagi Mizo.
No. And that's not somebody that I know, but
it might be somebody he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, because with the time and the location, so that's interesting.
I posted it on Facebook. Some people indicated that they try to attend.
It just shows how extensive his reach is.
Yeah. And he wasn't fake about any of it. He didn't pretend to be anybody else and just to get people to like him. He was just him. And he wasn't perfect, and that was okay. He never brought anything fake to us. And a lot of us do. Go ahead.
There she is.
Yep. I don't even know that FC.
I think I've seen it before. Yeah, I've seen it before.
Oh.
Glad to see so many people he's touched.
Or even if they hadn't, then they would show up to remember him.
Yeah. He loved this server, and even if people are only here to support somebody they didn't know.
Oh God. You know it's extensive when you see people from your old FC.
Hello, Ran.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Ren.
You're fine, Sam.
There's nothing to be sorry for, Sam. We're all feeling that same exact way right now.
Oh, he would have hated this.
Absolutely.
What's a passion?
There's still more.
I can't even see people's names anymore. Oh. But as I was saying, he loved the server, and he loved the people here. It's a small server, and anybody who's here for him, who's here to support us, who are going to be missing him very dearly. Thank you. It's breathtaking to see.
Trish, you know what he would say right now.
Shut
Look
it.
at all these. Look at all these people. Let's run a 24-man.
Oh God.
You're right, he would.
Word for word.
Or he'd tell me to. He'd ask if I ate any grapes today too.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh,
Did I screw up your order again?
I was talking with his brother earlier, and he said he was going through his room, and he found a sheet of paper with a bunch of jokes written on them. And I don't know it for certain, but I feel like he was preparing. He was coming in with an arsenal, you know?
Right.
He always does. He was always trying to make jokes on 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know he loved you guys very much.
Oh, and we did not deserve him. Thank you for
Yes, thank you.
you know, showing up for practice and having people online and was just his favorite thing. And seeing the yard so full of people, just
He'd know his night was going to be full and fun.
yeah.
So there may be more people on the way because that FC Leaderlink show, Rubber Hammer just announced it.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's more coming. They're still coming.
Although he announced it 10 minutes from now, but close enough.
There are such wonderful people in the world. Not everybody, you know, but the good ones are out there.
Yes.
It's a shame it takes something like this to bring them out, you know, to give you an opportunity to meet people, but oh, he loved cooking. He
did.
He would cook some of the best sounding stuff. He was always marinating something, brining something.
Oh my gosh, anytime he was cooking, it made me jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I remember we were doing Heaven on High in like the high floors, and he was talking about cooking while we were dying.
That sounds like him.
Or how about when we were all doing the roast together? Tristan Ford was making a roast. I was making a roast, and he was making a roast just so we could all eat it together.
Yep. Ours didn't work out too well. but we didn't follow his directions properly. It was our fault.
Yeah, he used to say, I don't have no friends, I have family.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see they all turned out. I'm glad to see everybody. See all the people he's touched and made feel welcome to the game.
Yeah, he always like even if I like wasn't online for a few days, he would always check in on Discord or something.
Yes.
And he always had like the very best TV show recommendations or movie recommendations.
Absolutely.
Always.
Looks like we still have people trickling in.
Yeah, my computer can't, or my game isn't even loading everybody at the same time. There's so many people here.
Yeah, on my computer, I don't see everybody's name, but on my PS4, I see everybody.
I only have the PS4, but like I can see all the names, but like there's some like under the names the person hasn't loaded yet. Or like they'll flicker in and out of existence.
Does anyone have an idea how many people are here?
I wish I could count.
Give me a second. I can probably count, but I gotta do something real quick.
I'm gonna say at least 40, 50 people.
Yeah, at least that.
Yeah.
And still more porting in.
40 is about what I can just visibly make out on my screen, but I know there's others because it's like allowing me to target things that are not there.
Yeah,
I think there's
just one
there's
second.
more people coming, I think. Yeah. They're looking for the house.
Yep. You'll have to find it through the sea of bodies.
We do take up space. We've always been good at that.
Alright, let me see what I've got. 1, 2, 3.
Don't forget the ones hiding in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good view here.
And also, all of us count for 5.
Counting us, well, and the person who just walked in, we're looking at 43.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
It is.
Oh, yep, a bunch of people just loaded in on the, I didn't even notice a bunch more sitting on the lawn.
I knew I should have put another bench in.
Need
Yeah,
maybe
hey, for once,
4 or
my
5 to accommodate all of them.
For once, my massively overpowered rig was actually good for something.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, my internet is just struggling to keep up.
Hi, Tier.
We have 21 people on this Twitch stream.
Yeah, I can't figure out, there was like no way for me to get the Twitch stream loaded and this game and the Discord at the same time without my internet collapsing in on itself, but I might be able to get to the chat only.
I'm gonna go ahead and I wrote out a little bit to say to kind of get it started. Since we have to eventually start it. Yes, this is gonna sound like I'm reading something I wrote because I wrote it, and I apologize in advance, but I'm sure you all understand. Hello. My name is Lindsay. My character's name is Tricelery. I've known Zolk since December of 2015. He's been on my friends list for 1,002 days, and he was my best friend. I'd like to thank everyone for coming together tonight to celebrate his life. I've invited his family to watch the stream, and afterwards this will be uploaded to YouTube in case they're unable to watch it live. Any comments that you write in Twitch chat will show on the screen, and any comments that you say in game will be visible as well. So feel free to use either medium to say what you want to say. I know that many people have already commented on Discord or Facebook, and I thank you for that so much. And I invite you to restate it so that it's all here to look back on. There are only so many words in our language, and none of them do the situation justice. So don't worry about eloquence or creativity. The purpose of tonight is to share our thoughts and feelings and memories, and to celebrate what a wonderful person Zolk was, and the impact that he had in our lives. Tonight is about Zolk, but it's also about us. Feel free to say whatever you would like, be it memories, thoughts, anything in between. He cared about every person he met in game, even if it was just something brief like running a dungeon or meeting in Palace. He remembered everybody. There's nobody too insignificant for him. So if you think for a second that you have something to say that isn't worth it, that's not true. I guarantee you that you matter to him. So at this point, I will pass the baton. We'll just take turns speaking. So, who would like to go next?
I guess I will. My name is Jared. My character is Alice Margatroyd. About a year and a half ago, I transferred over from Tonberry to this server. One of the first people I actually met was Zolk. He was the one who gave me the invite to this FC. He was the first one to really engage me. And I never thought to think about how he felt about me, but I always considered him a close friend. So, my family's a little weird. We look at memorials and funerals a little differently. We don't believe that they're for the person they're assigned. They're for their memory, of course, but they're for the grieving, to remind us of how wonderful that person was, and to maybe just fill a little bit of the void that they leave in our hearts. And Zolk left a very, very big one. That's all I've got.
Thank you, Alice. Who would like to go next?
Hi, my name is Jason. My character's name is Clearcat. I first met Zolk when I was on another server, and we had started raiding together. And although that raid didn't always go the best, Zolk was always the most fun to be around. He made everything better. And when I made the decision to jump over to this server, it was him who greeted me, who was so happy to see me, to have him there. It's just something that I joined everyone mainly for a lot of different reasons, but one of them was just to see him, because he was so much fun to be around, so much fun to talk to. I don't have much else to say.
Thank you, Claire.
Oh, go. My name is Michael, and my in-game name is Mad-Eye. I met Zolk because he hunted me down after a in-game combat scenario. He ran up to me alongside Triss, and they immediately began badgering me because I didn't have an FC at the time, FC Free Company. And both are very kind, very nice people, and I proceeded to, we spoke every now and again until a year or so ago when I joined the raid group, much like Clear, and got to know the guy, and he was probably the reason I stayed around for as long as I did, and it is one of the big reasons why I probably still play this game today. He was a joy to be around. He was an amazing man. Very dear friend to everybody. Yeah.
Thank you, Mad.
That's it.
I guess I can go next. My name is Avi. My in-game character name is Swag Kitten. I met Zolk a couple years ago. He was one of the first couple people that I met in this game. We were in a running palace together. I had pickpocketed him. And of course, like when we get out of palace, it turns out he was on our server. So he tracked me down and stole back his pocket change. We became friends pretty quickly after that. He always checked in on me if I wasn't playing, and he's the one who introduced me to Crack FC. A lot. I think he really did. He made everybody feel important that was around him. It didn't matter who you were. And that's how he made me feel, and on days I was feeling insignificant or alone, to get a random message from him on Discord, figuring out why I wasn't logged into the game all week. Those things always meant a lot.
Thank you, Swag.
My name is Shane. My in-game name is Esper Primal. I met Zolk when I joined this free company. He was something else. Very welcoming, and just me and him hit it off right from the get-go. Our playful bantering back and forth, and then every Saturday for the longest time, once everyone else would log out, me and Zolk would be the last ones in Discord. And we wouldn't have game talk, we'd have heart-to-heart talk, and he was a wonderful person, and I'm gonna miss him dearly.
Thank you, Esper. And hello to whomever joined. I know you had a very special relationship with them, Esper. You said it was the two of you guys left a lot of nights. Who would like to go next?
I can go.
All right.
My name's Ty. My character's name is Goglor, but everybody calls me Ty. I met Zolk originally because I had been playing games with Triss off and on for many years, and she once messaged me how excited she was about her FC now because it was so active and social. And when I joined, it was Zolk and Claire and a few others that had, or Red, that had joined since I left. And this is gonna get a little frivolous here, but one of my favorite parts about MMOs is making your character your own, and the fact that other people help you do that. And my character never does not have the Garuda Katana and the Hunting Hawk equipped always, and both of those were given to me by Zolk simply because I got super excited about them, and he just gifted them to me without me asking. As well as giving me housewarming gifts when I married Pabu, and he was there when I got my Nightmare Pegasus, which I never stopped using. And I guess my point with that is he's always a very gracious, giving person. He always gave people in the FC stuff before himself. And I'm a dude that goofs a lot, and I would always goof as Zolk is my dad, and Sem is my mom, and Kui's my son, daughter, and married my best friend, Pabu. And even though it's goofy, it's because I think of this FC as like my family, and I'm closer to this FC than I am a lot of people and out in my life outside of it. And I think just as I called Zolk my dad, he's kind of like the dad of the FC to me. And yeah, like everyone said, he's always there for everyone, and I will miss him.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ty.
That was beautiful, Ty.
Hi, Egan.
Hey, guys.
Glad you were able to make it.
Me too.
We're just kind of taking turns sharing our thoughts. Whoever would like to go next, please feel free to.
My name is Mark. I go by while I didn't know Zolk personally, I can easily say he's made a lot of friends. I consider anybody on Goblin my friends and family. This is more to his family and his friends. He was loved here. He was. He was going to be missed. And, people can say what they want. Grieve in their own ways. For us, we're sitting here, virtual world, showing our grief. Well, not so much me, but my thoughts. You go out to friends, family. I wish I could have gotten to know Zolk more, and yeah, that's
Thank you, Madoka. That's well said. And again, thank you to everybody who has shown up tonight just to support the people on your server. Because it's just such a beautiful thing. Sugu's going to play a song in honor of him.
Well, I don't know about playing a song, but I can guarantee that I'm going to watch hockey and sports ball this go round just so I can make sure that I understand what Zolk was always talking about when it came to all that stuff.
Yeah.
I never understood it either.
He was always really passionate about things he liked.
That he was. And he liked a lot of things. A variety. Like Egan said, he was into sports. He was into current TV. Played video games. Listened to all sorts of music. He cooked. And he was funny too. You know?
And pardon the term here, the French, but he was always around it to up to just shooting the shit. He always just loved to just chat about nonsense.
He was a fucking chatterbox clear.
He was. He was.
Yeah.
He was always like the only person left online. Like when I would get on at midnight at some weird hour of the night, he'd always still be awake up until like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
That's why he called us the night crew.
Yes. I remember when I first met Zolk and in the FC, I was so intimidated. I was so far behind on the storyline, so far behind on leveling. And he offered his help on everything. If I wanted to go fishing, he would offer to buy me bait so I didn't have to leave my fishing spot. I could keep going. I think that was when I first started realizing I was falling for the man. And after that, we were inseparable. We started doing everything together, the events, just enjoying each other's company. I'm so gonna miss him.
Thank you, Sim. I know there are no words to put your feelings, to sum up your feelings, you know? I'll share. I'm Trish still. And when I met Zolk, it was at a Christmas event. There was a group of people that were giving away crafted items that were used in the event, and he was crafting. And I saw what was going on, and I wanted to help out, but I'm shy. So I crafted a bunch of them and traded them to him and sent him a tell and said, I'm just donating these if you don't mind giving them out when you give out yours. Let me know if I can help anymore. And from there, it was just, hey, can I add you to my friends list? And then, hey, you want to come see my house? It's decorated for the holidays. And then it was, and I remember this verbatim. It was, invite me quick before I change my mind. And I said, what? And he said, I just left my FC. Invite me quick. And because he didn't, there was no like, hey, can I join your FC or anything. We were just talking about, we both played Final Fantasy XI and talking about how much we enjoyed it and missed it. And how the socialization was so different on that game. And And I spoke earlier with the people that we stole him from, and to you I say, thank you for letting us have him. We needed him so much. Thanks to him, we had a family. We have a family. And oh my God, we needed him. So thank you. And that was right around Christmas, and we, he was just himself. One of the beauties of online interactions is you don't judge people on what you see. You don't judge them on their looks or how expensive their clothes are, or what their background is, where they come from. You don't know any of that. It doesn't matter. You judge them on who they are. And Zolk was always honest about who he was. He didn't pretend. He didn't try to be anyone else. He didn't want to be. He was just so honestly himself. And I'm so lucky that I came across him, because that is a type of bravery that most people don't have, to just be yourself. I talked with him daily, and my God, I should have been better to him. I should have done so much more. I should have stayed up a little later. I think a lot of us have regrets because he was always the one left. He was the last one standing. Well, I'm gonna head to bed. Good night, Zolk. Talk to you tomorrow. And you never think there isn't gonna be a tomorrow. But we shouldn't live our lives like there may not be a tomorrow. We have to live. We just have to live. And that's what we have to do now. We have to treasure all of our memories. We have to share our stories with other people. And we have to be there for each other. But he wouldn't want us to dwell on this. He wouldn't want us to be overly sad. He loved us so much, and he was so proud to be a part of everything that we do here. And we have to keep going, so that's not in vain. I am so honored to know him. I'm so honored to know him. That's about all I can manage right now.
So, when I got back into the game, I'd been gone off of a leave of absence for, I don't know, probably about 6 to 8 months. And Palace of the Dead had just come out, and everybody was there, day in and day out. And I'd been booted from my other FC because, lack of activity and all that. And I'm standing there solo queued waiting for Palace of the Dead, and I see these 3 psychotic looking people in the middle of the friggin' summer dressed like it's Christmas. And I think somebody was a reindeer, and they had Santa hats and all of this, and we all queue up and end up actually in Palace together. And I'm sitting and just watching all these crazy ass people run around and just talking, having a ball. And I was just looking for, a group of people to play the game, a reason to stick around, a reason to pay the $14, $15 a month just to, hang out. And I just asked, hey, you guys recruiting for your FC? I was looking for a group of people, and I wound up finding a family. I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't even enjoy the game very much. I came back all those times specifically for you guys. I felt so ashamed of the fact that I couldn't play. Just had things come up. That's why I've ducked out of Discord and I haven't, been around for you guys. Just because I was so ashamed that I couldn't just be there for you guys. Y'all were everything that I needed in my life. And I know I'm turning this into an everybody thing, but I really can't just focus on Zolk, because that's not fair to him. He was the FC. He was the group. He was so much to so many people that just honoring him I don't feel that that's right. It should truly be honoring all of you. You guys are amazing, and daily, I honestly can't think of, I think about you guys all the time, and I'm like, damn, I wish I'd get back into the game. Damn, I wish I could, hang out with all those guys. Just being in all of your lives for the few months that I was, before I had to freaking quit again. I can honestly say that it was one of the greatest pleasures of my life. Zolk, absolutely an amazing man. I remember listening to him talk about he wanted to win the lottery. That way he could build, this compound for the FC so we could all get together and have this big ass fucking LAN party. And everybody just meet up in real life in the woods somewhere and just hang out, spend time together. He was the FC. Everything that I ever heard him say, everything I heard him do, it was for the betterment of the family. Not even the group, the family. That's how I believe he truly saw us. So many times I got messages from him, and he always told me, if you quit playing the game, you better not run off. You better stay in touch. We love you. We care about you. And that's something that has stayed with me since the beginning. Just the acceptance and the love that all of you, have given is just amazing. And I hope that with this tragedy, that the love and togetherness that everybody has, already it just grows and becomes something even more amazing than it already was. He and I spent hours and days just talking, chit-chatting, getting to know each other, talking about life. I would say everybody cared so much about, everybody's lives, but he really dug he really wanted to know about your life, about who you were, about how things were going. And he was always there with a friendly word. And as Ty said earlier, generous beyond all. The world has lost a beautiful person, but he's still with us, and I love him and all of you guys dearly. And that's all I got.
Thank you so much. That was
Thank
very
you.
well said.
I know I love the man enough to marry him twice on this on this server, so I have all my accounts married to that man.
You found a good one.
Yes, I did.
He was a special person that could make anybody feel welcome. And I know that because he managed to make me feel welcome. And I'd never feel welcome.
One of the... Go ahead, please.
Well, I was just gonna say he really like adored all of you guys so much. I mean, like when he was first trying to get me in contact with the rest of your FC, like he went on about like everybody in the group for so long. Like, you know, Trishie's like the nicest person. Like she gives people things. She helps people do this. You know, you have to meet Luna and Esper. Like he just had to, you know, he really saw you guys as a family. Like I could tell that. And that was like a year ago.
He was really good at letting his feelings be known without being gushy about it.
Yeah.
One of the last things that he said to me through private messages was, I just like talking to you guys. We could be playing Pac-Man and it would be fun. And that, it's true. He liked us. He loved us, but he liked us too. And the most important thing for him was just being included, being thought of, and being able to be a part of everything.
Same, me and Zolk had talked about it before, where it didn't matter what we were doing, just as long as we were together, talking, just having a good time, it made no difference what we were doing.
Yeah.
You'd just be sitting in the yard and just be chatting, and he'd be all right with that.
Yep.
Or
me
chatting.
Me and Zolk did that several times. Just we wouldn't even be playing the game. We'd just be standing here like we are now. We'd just be talking, and that was good enough for us. I mean, we had some very good conversations.
One of my favorite conversations that ever happened at Cractus. We had a murder mystery event, which was very awkward to do in game, mind you. But yeah, we made it work. And Egan's character, I just kind of gave everybody a rough outline of what sort of character they were and told them to go with it. And Egan decided he was a Russian woman. And this carried on into our everyday lives, you know?
Oh my god.
First time I met Egan, we just did Russian voices the whole time.
That was all we needed.
So good.
That was actually the first time I met Egan.
Oh. Hi, Quickie.
Welcome back, Quickie.
I'm glad you were able to make it.
Quickie. Hey, brother.
We've just been taking turns sharing our thoughts and memories and stuff. Saying
Let's
what we
see.
want to say.
Let's see Quay say hi to everybody now.
He's got 200 macros, remember?
Use about 50 of them, Quickie. Come on.
He hasn't said anything because that's exactly what he's doing, is typing them out.
Yeah, it's gonna take a few minutes.
I just imagine I'm getting
That'll be a
frustrated.
novel.
Wait.
Chapter 1. Everybody on this side of the yard.
Testing. Testing. Hi guys! How are you?
Hi, Quay.
Hi Alice! Hi Sam! Hi Claire!
Hello.
He's really doing it. Oh, Ty, Leafy, Luna, Mad Eye, Madoka, Tabu, Ren, Stardust, Swag, Peer, and Egan, and Dwayne. How are you guys doing? Really sorry. The typhoon hit us really hard. Especially I'm near the coast area.
Quickie, bad news. There's about 45 people in the yard that you gotta greet too.
Wait, is this live?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Get the greeting. Get the greeting, little guy.
You have a lot of people to greet.
wait, I need to start the Twitch chat.
We're so in-game chat is visible, and Discord is audible, and Twitch chat is also visible. So people have been using all of these methods to send their condolences and share their stories, and it has been indescribable. Yeah. That was the first PvP event that we had. It was versus DKR.
Oh boy.
And we had we were horrible, but we matched.
We look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look good at dying.
I remember. I remember.
We got our butts whooped, but
Yeah, to be fair, we were missing people, so the people we found turned out to be the best PvP players on the server.
It's true.
So yeah, we got carried hard.
No, it was fun though, and that's what was important. And
Yeah.
we did PvP a few times as an FC, and I won't say it was Zolk's favorite thing to do, but he was always willing to get in there and give it his best. Esper and Luna's son is 6 years old, and he plays the game, and he would get in there and just hunt people down.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And Zolk loved it. He loved that Hoyt was able to play, and And he got a big
Show
kick
us
out
how
of those
it was
PvP
done.
nights.
And we can never forget the chocobo racing.
Oh my goodness, he loved chocobo
Destroying
racing.
our faces at chocobo racing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I remember when I found out he was better than me at Gold Saucer.
So funny.
They're putting in a lot of new content on Tuesday, which is his birthday as well. And yeah,
You've got to be
and
kidding.
no, every time a new patch came out, it would be me, him, and Claire online, and we would all say we were going to bed early. Claire's the only one that would actually succeed with this. I would try to lay down, and about the time I go, okay, I really need to go to sleep now, there'd come the message from Zolk. Well, the patch is up to download, and I'd get up and start the download because it's really the only sensible thing to do. And he and I would sit there and just kind of get ready for it, chit chat about things coming out and look through data mining threads and send pictures back and forth of the new stuff coming out. And he'd always say, I got my pot of coffee sitting here next to me, I'm ready. And he
was never kidding.
No, he pot of coffee at 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
He had said to me that we hadn't had a lot of time to play together lately as a group, but he was really looking forward to the patch, so we'd get to do stuff together. And I cannot believe still that we won't get to.
Yeah, I'm still kind of waiting for him to log in tonight.
His family is able to listen to the stream. Don't get shy now, guys.
Well, I want to say to Zolk's family that I'm very sorry for your guys' loss. We've lost a very dear soul, a very sweet person.
Kind-hearted, fun, humorous,
Warm, welcoming, honest,
generous to a fault,
funny,
helpful,
caring,
loyal,
wise,
generous,
Able to unite a server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just a beautiful person all around. I mean, there's no two ways about it. He was a great person.
He really was.
He is
And,
for sure the best of us.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
So, my name is Justin. My in-game is Foreaten. He was one of the first people to join our FC. He made the game fun to play. He would do a lot of things with us, and he would also ask us to do things with him all the time. I recently started growing tired of the game, and I would only get home during the weekend. And I feel a lot of shame for not being able to do much lately to continue enjoying his company. Every time I logged in, I would have a few in-game mails with minions and bardings for our minion packages for new members. I'm grateful to him for being a friend to my family He is family to us. And one more thing. He was the only person that had ever heard me say I would be right back.
No, he lied for you.
So true.
That's all. That's all I got.
His brother wants everyone to know that they turned off the football game to listen. It gave them a lot of comfort. And he says thank you.
He is very welcome.
If you would pass a message forward if they're not still on, thanking them for sharing him with us.
I literally just typed that. I mean, get out of my head?
No,
I-
thanks for putting that into words, because that's exactly what I wanted to say too.
Yeah. Oh, would anybody else like to say anything? Go ahead.
I do. I want to say something. My name is Natasha, and my character's name is Luna Primal. I don't have words to describe the kind of person Zolk was. He was funny, and he was genuine, he was kind, he was loyal. There's so many words, but I just can't find the word to describe a Zolk to anybody. He wasn't just another player, he was welcoming, and just like everybody else said. I got to see him from a different point of view, though, because not only did I get to see him from my own gameplay, but I got to see him from impacting my son's gameplay, and that was just... It's great when somebody welcomes you, but it's even greater when they can welcome your son, too. And he was just a great all-around person. He was always there to help, always there to welcome everybody. I have absolutely not a negative thing ever heard from anybody about Zolk. He's always been probably not the most upbeat. He definitely had his tone to him, and everybody always had a hard time trying to hear him, but he had his jokes. He would definitely be laughing at every single one of us right now. But I definitely thank his family for sharing him with us and the time that we did have. He will not be forgotten, especially by our family. And thank you so much, everybody, for being part of the family, too, that he was also part of. That's all. That's all I've got.
Thank you, Luna. That was well said. Would anyone else like to say anything?
I almost said sure, why not, but he would have immediately made fun of me for saying such a thing.
He'd be making fun of you right now, Claire, just because you have words coming out of your mouth.
This is true.
Go ahead, Claire.
I don't know. I've been at a loss for words. I really don't know what to say. But he was a great guy, and he always gave me like life advice. I don't know. I mean, I guess he was like how Ty said he was like a dad in FC. I mean, he was almost a father figure, I suppose. He always talked about like the things he did when he was young and whatnot. You know, he's like, oh, if I was your age, I would be doing all this stuff. It's lots of fun to just, go back and forth with and have a good time. He's a great guy to just be around in general. I'm definitely gonna miss him a lot.
He'd always tell me us older guys had to stick together.
That sounds exactly like him.
Yes. I remember when I was off for a couple of weeks because of work or something, and I'd come back and he would say, "Oh, by the way, we have a son," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, Ty's our son now," and it's like, "Okay." And then he said we kind of adopted Ellie too. This last round, she says she calls me old man, and I call her youngin. And it's amazing how he just makes people feel so welcome and so able to be themselves. I know I am grateful for that.
Thank you. He he always joked about our family tree. It
Yeah.
was not very tree-like. Not a lot of branches, you know. He just he he was our family, and we were his family. And I know that the things that his brother and his mother and them the things they're feeling could not compare because they had a lifetime with him. They saw him daily. They have to see his bedroom. They have to go through his stuff. They have a very, very big emptiness. And what we feel is only a fraction of what they can be going through. And my heart goes out to them because it hurts so much. And I know a lot of us are feeling different degrees of pain here. Some of us are hurting deeply, and some of us are just here to support the people that we know are hurting. That's okay. That's good, and that is needed. And oh, thank you all so much. He was such a big part of everything. I think that everything we've said tonight has really confirmed that. He was intrinsic to our gaming life, and for a lot of us, he was a big part of our real life. We never once considered each other just game friends. And I think that goes for everybody in the FC and most of the people here at least. You don't have to know somebody's name, you don't have to know what they look like to be more than just a digital friend. Welcome, Saza, and anybody else who may have joined that I haven't said hello to.
it's kind of hard to speak up, especially because I didn't know him as well as most of the people in Kraken. But when I joined the static that Triss made, and I met Zolk for the first time, I got my first Savage clears with him. Finding out that he was the reason that group even existed in the first place. Like, he's the catalyst for all the friendships I've made in Crack. It's hard to think about him being gone. I mean, you would hear his name being mentioned and think, oh, he's always going to be there. And it's... I don't know. I'm kind of lost for words. I've been having trouble trying to think of what to say. But it was very clear from outside how much everybody cared about him and how much he did for everybody. And he will definitely be missed.
Thank you, Star, and I'm glad you brought up the raid group. You're right. He said he might like to raid. So I created a raid group. I found 6 other people, me and him, and we went in there. We rolled up our sleeves, you know?
It's
And
been my main reason for getting on for the last year.
It was fun. It always was fun.
It was. And whenever he made the decision to leave the group, we understood. We understood that it was a stress he didn't want. And, but it wasn't the same once he left. And I've always kind of thought it was kind of funny that he was the whole reason the group existed, and yet he wasn't in the group anymore.
Yeah.
But Scooty Puff is such a unique raid group, I think, and the fun we have there, and all the times that we get together, and it's all because of him. And there's I can't even say, oh, somebody else was wanting to start a group. Nope. I sure as heck wasn't wanting to raid in 2 groups. It was not a grand desire of mine. It was him. And I don't regret it for a second.
I always figured that even when Zolk left, that at some point he'd want to come back in and play with us again, because he seemed to really, really enjoy it.
We still called on him for help long after we should have stopped,
Yeah.
But that was the thing about Zolk. He was always there. Every night, he was there. And the first night he didn't log in. As soon as I realized that it was late and he wasn't on, an alarm went up. And for those of you that don't know, Ellie, it was Thursday night. Ellie got on and asked if anybody'd heard from him. Said he wasn't feeling good, and then he hadn't heard from him after that. So as soon as she said that, I texted Zolk, and I didn't even try to go through Discord because it was that serious. He wasn't on. Nothing that he wasn't on, and you all know that that's serious. So I texted him, and it was because of that his brother was able to get my phone number to contact me. And I'm so grateful for
Oh my god, the
those
dick
events.
plot.
Oh. Oh, okay. So I'm very grateful for the events that
One moment, I need to put that in Kraken.
that came together, that so that his brother was able to contact me, because we would be worried sick right now if we didn't know what happened. And that knowing and dealing with this is hard, but not knowing would be so much worse.
Yeah.
If I wasn't on PS4, I'd find the one that we had when we had it flying with like the wings and stuff like that.
Give me a minute, I can probably find it. Stardust. I was actually scouring for that picture because Zolk was there, and yeah.
It was one of the nuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think it's the right testicle. Oh, because Smokey
Yes,
was to the
our
left.
serious progression raid group cough.
Very serious. It was. But I don't have the. I do have. Oh, there it is. Never mind. That is literally. Oh,
Zolk was red mage, wasn't
Red mage, black mage.
he? Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, these pictures are obviously.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of.
Never even knew him as a red mage. Always knew him as a black mage.
Regardless, I give respect to him because he played casters. I could never understand doing it, so.
He leveled my black mage, so I would try to learn black mage. I never got it.
He would also run Scholar a lot with Ellie and me.
Oh, that
But
proves he's a good player then. You can only play like you either can play Scholar or you can't.
It was mostly just because we would ask him in the middle of the night to run dungeons.
Oh. Regardless.
And I won't even lie, I'm a terrible healer.
That's okay. I'm a terrible tank.
I think that picture that I posted in Kraken was from a particularly difficult night of clearing. I think
Yeah.
Delta Escape 2.
Yeah, I think we were like, we decided to leave afterwards to be like, we must create this, like, thing. We must do
We can make it fly and do other miscellaneous things like ejaculate.
So, on that note...
Okay, so the family can't hear this, guys.
Yeah, the family's still
Sorry.
watching, understand?
Yeah. On that note, his brother sent me a text message that I'd like to read part of it.
Yeah.
So this is just amazing. They're cousins and aunts and uncles. This is truly more than I could ask for. Mom is overwhelmed, just wants everyone to know that this is very special. We had no idea it would be like this. It's like this is his funeral service. I can't imagine a better memorial. I'm at a loss for words.
I'm
Thank
glad we
you.
could do something for them.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you guys off.
Oh no! I
She
think
just
he
kind
cut
of
us
meant
off
to
at-
cut you guys off.
No, I'm so
No,
sorry.
you cut us off at the best point.
Yeah, that was the best of times with Zolk.
That's what she said.
I remember that time where we all just gathered at Kugane and just basically talked about ourselves, let each other know who we were, and just learned about each other. So it was a great time.
Hmm.
I'm glad the last thing I did with him was achieving something impressive.
Heaven on high?
Yeah. Because I went with
Go on.
Triss, Claire, and Zolk, and we got to floor 100, and I was so ecstatic and scared because Triss was taking so long to take pictures. So we're gonna get kicked out and
That's
not get
Trish for you. Always having to take 15 pictures.
I have over 11,000.
And it makes it good because there's plenty of them.
I remember one time, it was like in one of the events recently where you had to go through a maze, but you were attached to the other person, so like each person had to.
The Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah, so like when this came out, I was so tired, but I'd stayed up till patch, and Zolk was also online. So, he offered to run it with me. And we go in there, and I'm just falling asleep, and I think it should have only taken, like, maybe 2 or 3 minutes to get through the whole maze. But, like, I'm talking to him in chat, we're just, like, having this conversation, he's laughing. And every now and then, he'd be like, hey, are you okay? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm fine. And, like, 30 minutes later, we failed the trial because we timed out. And I realized that it was because I, like, wasn't doing anything in the maze. So patient with me the whole time. Like, that was the kind of person he was. He was just endlessly patient. And then after that, he was like, you want to try again?
I don't think I ever saw him get angry.
Me either. He would just be like, yeah, do you want to try one more time? Be like, yeah.
I saw him get angry, kind of, but it was in defense of people.
Yeah.
If
always
he's
defend anyone.
Yeah.
Like his best friends. So my name is Maximilian. I've been one of the earlier members to join the FC. I've known him for nearly 3 years. For me, I have personal regrets. Like I haven't been able to spend like some more time with him, whether it's in game or in chat. I still remember he used to tell us he has lung problems and he liked to watch medical drama. And then I would always ask him which one he liked to watch, and then I would go catch up the one he enjoyed. And then he would always tell us he loved cheeseburger. So we met during Christmas event, and he was giving out free stuff for the event, and then he joined us for the free company, and believe it or not, it all changed I've never shared it with anyone else, but it was during my roughest time, right? For me personally, and then it just keep improving. So it really meant a lot for me. And besides I don't spend as much time. The other regret is I miss his in-game wedding. It was, yeah, it
Yeah,
sucks so
you
bad.
missed our first one.
You
Yeah,
never
but I
live it
did
down.
the second one. I did go to the second one.
Yeah, you made it to the second one. Yeah, it was a kind of surprise. Bring it on! Whoever was left in the FC didn't get a choice. You were going to our wedding.
Yeah. I did have to say this. He, it might seem we only meet in the game, but the bond with us are far exceeding in the terms that he become a true like comrade with us. He'll always join up with the most random stuff we do every day. We do the screenshot contest, and then we dress in the most random way. Okay? And then we'll be like going. We'll change our hairstyle to afro, and then run around in Uda. And then we'll approach people like who has the best afro. And then for some reason, I always lost. I don't know why. Maybe people don't like Lalafels. I still remember we spent time in the Palace of the Dead. We always do the new stuff, the new raid, the new 24-man raid during the week when the new patch always release. I yeah, he become one of our dearest friend, and I don't know, how to. I'm lost of words.
Thank you, Quickie. That was very well said. When the FC first started, it was not intended to be an FC, like a real one. It was just I don't know how it happened, but it grew, and like Quickie said, once he joined, it changed, and
Yeah, it was like during our toughest time as well. Like I think about that time, Wu was leaving. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember I saw him getting angry. You don't want that. You don't want that to happen. Believe me.
It took a lot though to make him mad.
It does take or did take a lot to get him mad.
Yeah. He always remain calm.
Mm-hmm. I'm outspoken, and I know I pushed his buttons. I know I pushed his buttons so many times, and he never got angry, and he had such respect for people, especially women. You know, he was definitely raised to be very respectful, and it showed. You know, I don't think I could have provoked him to raise his voice, you know? But even when he did say something that out of frustration, he would almost immediately come back and say, "You know what? We're friends. This is dumb. We need to just let this go." And we always did, obviously. Yeah, there's so much that I want to say, and you know, there's just no words. No words. But I don't mean stop talking.
I think the feeling is understood even without words, though.
Yeah.
I don't know that I got a lot more to say, but the one thing I know for certain is I guess I kind of feel guilty for it, but I should have spent more time with him and really with the whole FC. I know I disappear for weeks on end, but I really regret not having spent more time with him and talking with him more.
That was the thing with Zolk, though. He always understood. He understood that people were busy. He understood that people had work. He wasn't demanding of our time, and he should have been. I know it. I know that it regrets can't change anything, but I think I can't help but think of him those nights when I went to bed earlier. I would just like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go play another game, and I just left him there by himself. And
yeah,
I wish he
exactly.
just said, hey, you know what? I'd kind of like to hang out tonight. Hey, you know what? I'm kind of lonely. Can we chit chat? And but he never did. He always understood. But I wish he'd been more demanding.
Yeah, he never demanded anything from anybody.
Yeah.
All you can like really do is, you know, live life, like follow that message, you know, impart that on the rest of the world.
Yeah. This has been a very very draining night for a lot of us, I think. If anybody else has something to say, I invite you to do so. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna. I have no idea how to end this. It's not.
You don't have to
going
go
to
home,
end.
but you can't stay here.
Kinda. I mean, it won't end. You know, we will be talking about him. We will be sharing stories. He is always going to be an important part of our lives, you know. That's not going to change whenever we log off.
And I expect most of us will be expecting him here when we log in, even though we know it's not going to happen.
Absolutely.
So I think that's going to be the most difficult part about our practices every Saturday is just sitting there waiting for Zolk.
Yeah. And he always waited on us, you know? He was always commenting on people being late to practice. And not in a negative way necessarily.
On time. He was always the first one on time in the
Yeah.
in the yard or in the round table.
He was always excited for practice and to see everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually amazing to see everybody come out, despite, you know, people not knowing them, that they're here and whatnot. But and don't get me wrong, y'all are still gonna grieve. But just remember, he's gonna be here with each and every one of you. And you know, he hasn't truly left us, even if he has. Well, you get what I'm saying. I'm sorry if I'm.
Yeah.
He's left a mark on us, and he'll always be a part of us.
But yeah, he'll be here with us.
I think to end this, I want to share something that my father has said to me. In life, there are many times when we have to deal with sadness and tragedy and unfortunate things. And when it happens initially, people gather together and they bring you casseroles and they help you out and they're willing to drive you places. But that's not when it's hard. That's not when you need people necessarily. You know, it's good to have them around, but the hard part is a week later whenever it's just you and your thoughts. And a lot of us are going to be battling that in the coming weeks especially. And it's going to take a long time, but it's going to be very difficult. And I cannot thank you all enough for coming here tonight and like I said, even if you didn't know him personally, just to be here and show your support for him, for us, for his family. There are no words to convey how much that means. And I hope that in the coming weeks, if you're sad, talk to us, talk to somebody. Everybody here has shown tonight that they have a very good heart. And yeah, check on us. Check on people. See how we're doing. We may need someone to talk to. Being here tonight means so much. Being here tomorrow will mean a lot too.
To Zolk.
Zolk.
To Zolk.
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 To Zolk.
To Zolk. So, why isn't there a cheers emote?
It's okay, I clinked 2 glasses together.
We'll take it.
I did my
Next
best.
time. I suppose this goes without needing to be said, but if there's anything you can take, it's that maybe try and learn from what he showed you, how he was. If you have friends, if you feel like they're lonely, reach out. Be there for them because that's what he would have done. Doesn't take much, just a hello or goodbye or good night or good morning. Do something for someone,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say. I'm at a loss for words.
Yes, and to echo Sokiki, thank you, Claire, for running the stream.
Thanks,
Yes,
Claire.
thank you.
Yeah, thank
You did good, Claire.
Thank you so much, Claire.
You would make some comment about youngins and technology.
He probably would have.
Claire was very
Good
whether
to
I
go.
spam kappa in his chat.
And then he'd make one more comment about us old guys sticking together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say see you at the next practice.
Yeah.
Not hard. Basic. Got it. And then form it. It is hamburger, but you gotta puree it and then form it into a square patty.
All right, let's
That's really
turn
super
stuff
thin.
back on so don't have to count people anymore.
Thank you again, everyone.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Claire.
No, you're fine.
It's fine.
It was needed. It was needed.
Okay. Hat the Claire cat.
I didn't even realize
The
that was.
transparent kitty.
How much of that y'all hear?
All of
All of
About
it.
all of it.
Oh. Please tell me that's not on the stream.
Oh, please tell me it is.
I did
Oh.
him a little bit into it, so didn't catch all of it.
I'm sorry. Oh.
It's all good.
That's beautiful. Even if you feel embarrassed, Claire, know you broke
I
the
love
ice
you
extremely
guys.
well.
I really love you guys.
Actually, should we make Claire change his title to Icebreaker?
Icebreaker. Is that a title?
I believe
think
it is. I think it was
so.
I think it was a Heaven's Ward title.
Yeah. It was a Heaven's Ward event title.
No, it's for Icebreaker. Yeah, it's. I think it was one of the story ones because it's before. It's after. No, before of the Silver Lining, which is for. Horsefront. So. I think it's like the first one when you clear like the first zone.
Oh, I found it. It's actually Dreams of Ice. It was actually for
Shiva.
playing Shiva. Yeah. There you
Oh
go.
wow. Okay.
That's it,
Icebreaker. There you go. Now I'm the Icebreaker.
There we go. I can see names and stuff again.
He is he is an eternal kraken. He is. I don't know. You want to say he was one? We've lost a tentacle.
I did lose count of the people, but I think we peaked somewhere around 50.
50
I think so
people.
too because people's names started disappearing off my screens.
We peaked at about
Wow.
46 people on the stream.
46
I think
people on the
I think we
street.
peaked somewhere
Wow.
around 50 at the house. I was counting them as they came in, but like I said, I lost count.
Yeah,
Claire, you
I
just need to
tried
double
to
that now,
count
and you
them.
can become an affiliate.
Like,
Oh,
I always tried to keep the entrance like in my camera, but I could not count. Sometimes there were so many at once.
I thank you guys for having me, and I'm gonna go ahead and get off there and spend some time with. Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks
everyone.
for coming.
You know this event
Yes, thank you guys.
You know it was big because Ty and Smokey came out of the woodwork for it.
Absolutely.
That's me. Glad I had my game installed still.
Now go talk to your husband, wife.
And your kid.
Granddaughter.
Granddaughter, grandson, daughter, queen.
Quay, you never struck me as a Maximilian. The shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually
A very rare name, right?
Unexpected.
Yeah, it's a rare name to begin with, yeah. And then it's such a British name at that.
Every time I read my name, I will be like, it took so long. People already start answering questions. I'm still writing my name.